Hey guys, what up? Joss here. You read on the title of this video. I want to give you 7 tips on how to start a more holistic life. Now, when I first started on this journey, I just felt super overwhelmed because there's just so much information out there. I didn't know where to begin. I was completely new to like this environment of organic and natural living lifestyle. Like, I had no idea. So of course I'm not 100% to where I want to be, because I do want to implement different things into my lifestyle and the one of my family. But I think the tips that I'm going to give you are like super basic. There are things that you can start today if you want to, or just like things that can kind of like, you know, get your like foot in the door to like a more natural life. And I know, like, for me, I did it because I was so sick of being tired and being sick all the time. I was 22 years old and I had already like high blood pressure. And I just, you know, I needed to make a change in my life. My dad suffered a stroke from high blood pressure. So I knew what it could happen and the consequences, especially because it's been, you know, going on in my family for so many generations. My dad's parents, they passed away because of a stroke as well. So, you know, it's something that is definitely within the family, and it's just years and years of not being conscious about what, I don't want to blame them, but you know, it's just been passed around through our generations that we just do whatever and we don't really take care of ourselves and we don't really value this life. That's just the way I see it. But anyways, I'm gonna give you these 7 tips. They're super basic, they're super easy. Start right now. Alrighty, so there are 4 main aspects of well-being, right? And those are the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. And so it is believed that what happens to one aspect of your life can affect the other ones. Now, a holistic approach takes into account all those 4 aspects, focuses on how they work together to make us like a whole person. Now, a holistic lifestyle isn't simply like drinking green smoothies or, you know, practicing yoga all day, or even rejecting conventional medicine. Actually, part of living a healthy lifestyle means that you know when it is appropriate to reach for a natural remedy, a common ailment like, you know, a simple cold, while also knowing when it's appropriate to consult a physician for a more serious problem, potentially a life-threatening situation. Right? Now, of course, food is going to play an essential part in self-care and well-being. And that leads me to tip number 1, eating habits. Eating right means eating in a way that is best for you. Of course, there are going to be some parameters that are very easy to follow no matter what diet you're on, such as, of course, avoiding junk food, artificial flavors, and eating organic as much as possible, but also eating as much produce as possible while including good source of proteins and fats. That is a pretty good place to start. Now, since we're talking about food, let's jump to tip number 2. Cook at home. I know this was super hard for me to begin with. When I got married, I mean, I knew how to cook, just like the basics. I never really liked cooking at home. Right now, I adore cooking at home because I feel that's where I can put my love into my family, even if I'm not able to express it verbally. I feel that food is a way for you to, at least for a woman, to express her love to her family. Now, I know it can be a little tedious when it comes to cooking at home when you're already, like, say if you're working a 9 to 5 and you still have to come home and, you know, clean, do laundry, you know, all this stuff, and then on top of that cook. I know how tedious it is, trust me. What I tried doing and what I think it's working out for us is slow cooker. They're amazing. You just like literally throw all the ingredients in there, let it cook for an entire day or for a few hours, and you have a delicious meal at the end of the day. So you can do that. If you cook from scratch, like saying if you put all the vegetables and like the chicken or whatever you're cooking, this will allow you to have control over what you're putting in your mouth and in your body. Also, guys, pre-prepared foods are chemical crap fest. So please stay away from them. Even the ones that are labeled as organic or natural, please just stay away from them. In the long run, they're more expensive. Just stay away from them completely. Tip number 3, and I think this one is really important, is manage stress. One of the worst things that we can do to our bodies, our minds, and our spirit is stress. I understand that sometimes stress is unavoidable, and it can sometimes arise from situations that are outside of our control, right? So I think it's crucial to try to avoid situations that can cause us to be stressed, like not managing our time, not planning your day, not sleeping enough hours, maybe doing more things that you can handle at the same time, such as multitasking. So those things could contribute to an increased stress. Did you know that weight gain, illnesses, and a lack of energy are mostly due to stress? Well, it's true. And in order to practice a truly healthy lifestyle, it's important to learn to manage stress. Now, tip number 4, and this is actually one of the ways that you can manage stress. I practice this every day, and it started off as an experiment for me, and now it's actually part of my daily routine in the morning. So number 4, meditation. Meditation has gotten a lot of attention recently for its powerful healing properties. Whether you do a daily 30-minute meditation or just like a quick 5-minute breathing exercise when you're feeling like really overwhelmed, make sure that you focus on your mind-body connection. Pay really close attention to your breath and the feelings in your body, right? So when you're taking a deep breath in, what are you feeling? Like, acknowledge the fact that you're inhaling through your nostrils and that the air is traveling down to your lungs, and your lungs are expanding and contracting. Now, pay close attention to your breath and the feelings in your body. Try to identify like tension in, say, like if you're taking a deep breath in, you go like, when you're taking that deep breath in, try to feel where is your tension coming from. So say if it's in your shoulders, if it's in your lower back, if it's like maybe the back of your neck, try to identify where is that coming from and try to draw your attention to that tension. Try to draw your attention to that tension and then release it whenever you exhale. When you're done, I guarantee that you will feel more relaxed and focused, and you will be ready to tackle your next challenge. For me, I try to do this before the kids wake up. So I wake up at between 5:30 and 6:30 in the morning, depends on how I feel that morning. But within that time frame, I wake up. Sometimes I'm not really feeling it, so I try to just like space out my mind and try to sit and relax for a few minutes. I usually do 10 minutes in the morning, then 10 minutes when they nap, and then 10 minutes at night whenever I'm about to go to sleep. And I have noticed a tremendous change. I feel more calm, I feel more relaxed, and little things that will usually tick me off, or things that usually would get me angry or upset, I noticed that not that I don't really care about them, but I'm able to handle it in a little more conscious way. I'm trying to analyze, why is this making me mad? Is it really worth for me to lose my energy and lose my happy state over this little thing? So those are little things that you're going to be able to experience once you start doing meditation on your own. So I can tell you something, but you're going to feel completely different. So it's very experiential, and it depends on the person and your state of mind. So if that makes sense. Tip number 5, increase your water intake. And actually, just give me a second. Yes, increase your water intake. So it might surprise you to learn that water actually makes up about 60% of our body weight. Can you imagine that? 60%. I know a lot of people, especially bodybuilders, maybe know this, but you know, the usual people like us, we don't know, but about 60% of your body is water. The brain and the heart itself, they're composed about, I believe, about a 73% of water. The lungs are about 83%. The skin alone contains 64% water. So I mean, that could kind of tell you a lot as to why at least my skin gets really dry, because sometimes when I don't drink a lot of water, I can tell right away in my skin. And even bones are watery. Like, I didn't even know this, but when I was like researching about, you know, this stuff, I was like 31% bones. Like, you would think that bones are just, you know, made out of calcium, but apparently they're also 31%. Obviously, if we do not stay hydrated, physical performance can suffer, of course. The amount of water that you need to drink depends on several factors, including like your age, your gender, activity level, and many other things, right? However, there is a good general guideline when it comes to recommended daily water intake. Is, for example, women should drink at least 2.21 liters of water per day. Men should drink about 3 liters. Biologically, men need more water than us women. This is actually due to their higher, on average, fat-free mass and energy expenditure. You know, men require more water. Number 6, and this one is one of my favorites. Use essential oils. I've recently been digging essential oils. I decided to try the Young Living collection. Actually, my mom gifted me the premium starter kit, which comes with, I believe, around 11 essential oils. And if you don't know what Young Living is like the Mercedes-Benz of essential oils, the market right now. They are supposed to be the best quality. Young Living has a line of essential oils that you can actually take. So for example, peppermint, like they have a peppermint oil, and you're able to ingest these oils by adding a drop onto, you know, a glass of water, or if you want to take it directly into your mouth, you can do that, and it's completely safe. But I am digging essential oils so much, you guys. Essential oils can be used for anything, and when I say anything, I promise you is anything. You can use them to clean your house, use them to make food. The other day I made some chicken soup because Nestor was sick, and I put a few peppermint drops onto the soup, and it was just amazing. It's just unbelievable. Like, I would never think that you could actually put essential oils into your food, but you can. You can also improve your health. While essential oils have a pleasant aroma, their chemical makeup is quite complex, and their benefits vast, which actually makes them much more than just something that smells really good. Now, historically, essential oils have played a prominent role in everyday life, with more than 200 references to aromatics, if I'm saying that right, aromatics, incense, and ointments throughout the Bible. Essential oils are said to be used for anointing and healing the sick as well. All right, guys, so the last tip that I have for you is something that is very near and dear to my heart, and I think this is what made me shift into this lifestyle, and that is tip number 7, mental awareness. So according to the Buddha, we are shaped by our thoughts, and we become what we think. So whether you're angry, you're scared, or you're aroused, your thoughts trigger neurochemicals. Your thoughts trigger. What is going on? Okay, your thoughts trigger neurochemical reactions in your body, preparing you to either flight, fight, or love. So even more, what you think regularly shapes your deepest beliefs about yourself and the world. So if you're every day, you know, watching the news and, you know, watching all these atrocities and all the disgusting crap that is going on in the world, and, you know, you're going to be thinking that the world is a hostile place to be in, so you're going to go out in the street and you're going to think that someone's going to shoot you, or, you know, something like that. So obviously it's really important what you are feeding your mind, because ultimately what you believe will steer your actions. How does the information that you consume all day long affect your thoughts, your mood? Going back to what I was just saying about the news, Does watching the news make you feel pessimistic about the state of the world? Do you get agitated from reading discussion comment sections on, you know, a Facebook article or an Instagram post? Or are you shivering under the cover because of that horror movie that scare you more than you dare to admit? So this is what I'm trying to say. The first step to cleaning up your mental diet is become aware of what you fill your mind with. Notice how the books and magazines that you're reading, articles that you're browsing online, or even the TV shows that you watch weekly, how do they make you feel? Take a good look at what people you surround yourself with, both in real life and in social media. The goal is to spend less time with media, of course, and also people that suck away your energy or create potential drama. Nobody likes drama. And try to focus more on those who inspire you and those who motivate you to be better, not to fight and argue all the time. All right, guys, so as you can see, adopting a holistic lifestyle doesn't require a drastic or dramatic change. It's more about adopting good habits that will have a positive impact on your life. So that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope that you can get some value out of this video. I hope that you're able to implement any of these tips onto your daily routine. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you can think of anything else that I didn't list on these tips, let me know in the comments. I'm interested in what other basic things you can do to implement into your life that'll make you feel better. I think, like I said, these are pretty basic, but also very important. Yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. I'm sorry for my hair, but I didn't really get the chance to do anything to it. And plus, I like big hair. I think most of the people who like know me in person, like they know me with this hair, and I like it. I think this just like it calls my name. But anyways, until next time, adios.